Just checking back in with you. I hope the holidays have treated everybody well. It's been a busy couple weeks here, and I did want to share just a quick update. My 92 Integra spent the last 4 months out in Southern California being used for some Acura projects. As you all know, the Integra name's coming back. This car was part of the reveal video that took place back in November, and it was also present at the Radwood show a couple weeks later in Torrance at Honda headquarters. So car came back, everything is great. I think Acura only added like a couple hundred miles in the 4 months that they had it. So the other car that I'm kind of excited to share with you, I haven't talked about on the channel yet, is an 89 Integra 5-door LS that I picked up for similar promotional use. So this is a car that I basically was asked if I knew anybody who had a clean first-gen 5-door Integra. I didn't really, so I proceeded to seek one out, and I bought this car from a private seller in Seattle, Washington several months ago. Put it through a few initial sort of restoration phases myself. Then I sent the car to Honda or Acura for them to use for their purposes. As of today, when I'm making this video, the car is still in California. I predict that Acura will be using it as some of their, in some upcoming media events probably. I'm not in a hurry to get it back. I'm actually glad to see it be put to use out there for that. But this video is going to kind of illustrate a little bit about what I went through in getting that car. At some point it'll come back here to Phoenix and I'll share more with you about it. But it was kind of cool. I was going to share that car made the New York Times. So there was an article that came out about Radwood, and right here my friend Rachel in her period correct 80s attire was standing in front of the car, and that made it to the New York Times. Obviously the new Integra here in the background is pretty cool to be sharing the lawn with that. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll show you a little bit about this latest Integra acquisition, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. This is it, my first time behind the wheel. I don't know if it really has a full tank of gas or if the gauge just doesn't work. So before I get too far down the road, I'm going to check that. I have been learning a little bit about the LS versus RS Integra. So you actually couldn't get a sunroof on the 5-door. You could only get it on the 3-door. So this trim is about as far up the food chain as you could get from a trim level perspective. Nice that it has the original Integra sort of decal there. It means the rear end probably hasn't been hit, although obviously there's some damage here on the right rear door and the bumper's a bit misaligned, but for a pretty original rust-free Pacific Northwest car, I'll take what I can get. See how much fuel this thing takes, even though it says it's full. Oh, it really was full. Got a pretty cavernous, spacious cargo area here. Not much for paperwork. The engine bay actually isn't in too sorry of shape, aside from having some 32 years worth of buildup here. Looks like the AC system has dye in it, but a very stock and original engine bay. Oh baby, This car came fully equipped. Picking up the Integra from Hanman, just had a timing belt, water pump, and a few other things taken care of, so we are good to go.
NFL teams can turn to cold water washing with Tide. The NFL, your uniforms get dirty. Tide can handle it, even in cold. Plus, if fans join in, they can save up to $150 on their energy bill. Looks like you just made the team, rookie. Turn.
Today is the day the 89 LS heads to Southern California for its next chapter in life. Added my window sticker here. My buddy Kyle did an amazing job on the interior. So he got the carpets all taken care of. Check this out. The best part is I added a Paula Abdul cassette tape in the little compartment there. And yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what happens with this car. I know that Acura has some plans to make use of it in promotional activities as part of the launch of the newly announced 2022 or 23 Integra. Obviously this car does still need some body work, so the right rear rocker panel is going to get repaired here. And other than that, it's actually a pretty clean little car for being 32 years old.